Hi everybody, I am Kathy Burke and I am a Team Beachbody here
Coach.
to review the Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day cleanse. This cleanse isn't like the typical cleanse out there that is really harsh. This is something that's supposed to help clear your body of all the toxins and all the garbage that's in the air. And a lot of people have been losing weight on this cleanse. Now, that's not the reason that I did it. I'm actually at my goal weight. I'm just looking to tone up a little bit. Um, what I wanted to do it for was to get the emotional benefits out of it. I've been holding on to a lot of garbage emotionally, and that's not good for anybody. Stress is not good. I'm a full-time student, grad student, 4.0. I have two little girls, ages 6 and 3. I also work full-time outside of the home, as well as I'm a Beachbody coach, and I'm taking care of an elderly father. So I'm very stressed. It's hard to fit everything in. That's really the whole purpose of me doing this. Um, Now, just before I started the cleanse, I went to Las Vegas for Team Beachbody Summit. I ended up gaining 4 pounds there. No idea why. Might have indulged a little bit. And I was really in need of the reset. I was going to wait until after the 4th of July because of all the food I wanted to eat. And my town has a big celebration every 4th of July. And I wanted to be able to participate in the carnival food and all that junk, even though that's not something I normally crave. However, after discovering I gained 4 pounds in Vegas, I decided to start that Wednesday when I got back. And I'm glad I did. One of the things that was toughest for me to grasp about the whole reset was the fact that I couldn't work out for 21 days. Now, my anniversary with Beachbody is coming up next, or actually Saturday. I'll be a coach for 2 years. That's when I started my whole weight loss journey. So all of a sudden, stopping working out has been really kind of a challenge for me. But I did stop working out, and they want you to do that because you're really exercising your insides, and they want you to focus on that rather than focusing on working out your outsides. Um, when you get the reset in the mail, comes in a nice little box. Um, Comes with this book here. It's all like torn to pieces because I used it all day, every day. It's got food splatters on it because it's got all the recipes in here. Um, then it also comes with a bunch of little supplements. What it comes with is Mineralize, which is something that you put in your water. I believe it's the Himalayan salt that has a lot of things that we can't get in normal food in it. So we put that in our water every day, every drink we drink. Then Oxygenize, which you can squirt in your mouth, which is what I did, or you can put it in your water. Then there's the detox packets, which some people have a love-hate relationship with. Then there's Revitalize, then the Optimize capsules. Um, the capsules for me were really difficult to get down just because I hate taking pills. I stopped taking any type of pill about a year ago. Once I started getting a lot healthier, I didn't need to take medicine anymore. And so I think it's kind of an emotional thing for me. And so what I did was I opened the capsules and put them in water. And that was okay by Beachbody to do that. As long as I got all of the powder in there, they didn't care. It really didn't taste all that bad either. Then there was also the infamous Alkalinize. This is, if any of you have ever had wheatgrass, it's like that, but only a lot more concentrated. For me, I felt like I was a goat when I got done because it tasted like straw, but liquid. It was really gross. So what I did was I mixed it with a bunch of lemon juice. fresh squeezed lemon juice, and that really helped me take it down. With the deep detox packets, some people had a hard time because of the chia seeds in there. They're really gritty. Carl Deichler, our CEO, said to put the packet in water in a blender and make sure it's cold water, and then blend it up for like 10-15 seconds, and that helps break up the chia seeds, and it's a lot smoother. And to me, I thought it kind of tasted sweet. It was a lot better for me that way. The Ultimate Reset has 3 different phases. In the first phase, that's called Reclaim. That's where you're going to start eliminating a lot of the dairy and meats in your diet. I think the first night we get to have salmon, and then it completely starts to dwindle after that for any meat or anything. This helps get rid of a lot of stress on the digestive system. Then you have phase 2. Phase 2 is called Release. This is the one where you're going to be releasing a lot of those toxins. It also includes a gentle colon cleanse. I didn't really notice a big change as far as that's concerned. It wasn't harsh or anything like that. However, phase 2 was probably the most difficult for me. Not necessarily because I miss meat or dairy or anything like that. That wasn't a problem for me at all, because I don't eat a whole lot of that in my normal diet. I think emotionally, I was up and down all over the place. I was really, really sick and tired of having to chop my food every day. I was angry that some of the ingredients I couldn't find because I live in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. I think that's what really set it off for me. Is I was really looking forward to having miso soup because that's something that I love when I go to restaurants. But I couldn't find miso paste anywhere. However, I did find out you can get it on Amazon. So next time around I'll have to do that. And I remember just sitting there crying like, I just want miso soup. And I was angry because of all the ingredients. It looked so good, but I couldn't find them. And I felt like I wasn't able to participate fully in the actual reset experience because I didn't have these specialized ingredients. And so I had to do a lot of substituting, and I felt like I was shortchanging myself. Now reflecting back on that, that's not the case at all. This is a plan that's supposed to work for you. This is a very generalized plan, yet has very specific meal plans, but you need to make it work for you. If that includes having to substitute some of the things, so be it. The third week is called Restore, and this is where you're going to eliminate a lot of the grains in your diet, and so you're going to be focusing mostly on fruits and vegetables. I loved having fruit pretty much every day for breakfast. That's like candy to me. They're also introducing different nutrients and enzymes and pre and probiotics in the supplements. You didn't have to take the detox anymore, which wasn't a big deal for me, but for others that was big hooray moment. Phase 3 was pretty smooth sailing for me. I was getting a little bit antsy about wanting to finish it because I really wanted to work out again, and I was excited to see what my results were going to be. So my results, I lost 14 pounds. I will say during phase 3, however, I did have to have some grains. That is because you've probably heard it all over the news. It's on CNN and all over Facebook. But there's 2 little girls, ages 8 and 10, Lyric and Elizabeth, who are missing from a town that I lived in here in Iowa. And so on Sunday, I spent 4 hours with search and rescue out in the bean fields and cornfields and the ditches, combing for evidence, looking for the little girls that are missing. And so it was over 100 degrees, and being in cornfields where it's like 9-10 feet tall, I can't see I'm claustrophobic, but when a child is missing, I don't care. I will do whatever it takes. I will be out as long as it takes. And I needed the extra nutrients and all the carbohydrates to fuel that search. They're still missing, so if anybody knows anything, tell your authorities. Um, so yeah, that was the only hiccup that I had as far as the diet's concerned, but that was a necessary hiccup, and I would not change it. I would do the exact same thing over and over again if I had to. Um, as far as that reflecting negatively in my weight or in my results, I really don't think it impacted anything. I noticed that I had just put on a pound the next day, which I lost right away the following day. Um, as far as feeling bad, I think I felt bad about the grains and stuff just because I was like, oh my gosh, I had to cheat on my diet. Um, I think that was the only thing that really kind of upset me about it. But again, I would do it over and over and over again. Some tips that I have is definitely prepare. When you get your kit in the mail, read through everything. Um, be a part of the support group that's on Facebook. There's one for each phase. Also, reach out to your coach. I'd love to help you as well. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of ingredients in here that are only used like once. And if you, honest to God, don't think that that's something you're ever going to use again, don't spend your money on it. I do recommend you at least try things that you would normally say, But if you're only using that ingredient that one time, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Um, I was tempted a lot at work. They had pastries and donuts, popcorn. I love popcorn. I love to make homemade popcorn. Um, I went to several carnivals and I resisted. Even on the 4th of July, I didn't have any alcohol. I stayed true to my diet, and there's a big sense of accomplishment with that. I also recommend that if you eat outside of the home for any reason, like if you work during the day or even the night or anything like that, always prepare, because if you are sitting at work surrounded by pastries and donuts, popcorn, dips, all of that junk food, and you're hungry, you're gonna reach for that. I was around that, but I had all of my meals packed and ready to go. So when it was time for my snack, I was able to snack. Um, as far as the headaches, I really only experienced that during the first week. They were pretty horrible on days 2 and 3, but after that, it was pretty smooth sailing.